Crazy Canes.
Welcome. This is Kings of the Palace, and I'm your host of this show this week. And you know how we do when we start every show. I'm like, sure know who in the building. Starting off with the real host of the show.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but how y'all doing, man?
For sure. We also got his big uncle in the house. He ain't on the block. Drew.
What up, though?
Said I've been selling dope since '92.
See, reality is, my big uncle be like 70 years old. Don't let the baby face fool you. Me and Drew almost the same age.
Right.
Y'all know who he is. He always riding in the car. Steve.
Well, you ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
The busiest man in Michigan.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get away from the cops, man. They still on my ass.
Look, y'all pray for our brother Steve, man, because y'all can tell by the background he's too black to be that dark outside, man. That's the bones.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. It ain't my fault they ain't got these lights up, man.
That's for a reason.
These light bills. I know. That's why I'm trying to hurry my ass home.
That's you out there with all them pickup trucks got the high beams, and now you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's why I'm skedaddling.
Hey, man, if you see some bright lights, man, with some Toby Keith playing in the back, man, floor it.
Where that going? Take it.
with a white ass pickup truck and shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, man. Let's get let's recap the Pistons versus Blazers game, man.
Yes, sir.
Start with you, man. Your thoughts on the Pistons and Blazers game, man.
They did exactly what they should do in the sense that they won. They have no business losing that game. I didn't like the way we finished the game. It shouldn't have been that close. We should have stepped on their neck. Point blank, plain and simple. They're not good enough to really compete with us. But I think JB truly addressed that. Getting them, letting our foot off the gas, letting them get back in the game when it shouldn't have been that way. But, ultimately we closed it out, showed good composure down the stretch to make sure it got taken care of. I'll say this, though, the officiating was god-awful. I think that's one of the most pervasive aspects of a nasty whistle that Cade gets. And it's just a shame to be able to, see how unfairly the kid is treated. But, once again, maintaining composure, got the W, man.
Uncle Drew.
Yeah, to piggyback off what bro that said, the officiating was bad. It was so bad. I was watching it off the Portland telecast. They were even saying that it's a shame that he's only averaging 5 free throws a game, and the average among stars is 9 or 10. So it's bad when they were saying it from different telecasts. But they let him come back, and I ain't like that part of it. But also like that, Jalen Duren was dominant.
Yes, he dominates that team every time, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, this was definitely a game that they definitely should have won. I kind of knew Portland was gonna come back because they're a tough team, man, and they play hard for Chauncey. But yeah, I'm with Ed. I'm with Ed on that, man. That officiating, I would not only just for the Portland game, for the whole Western trip, it's been horrible.
Horrible, yeah.
It's been horrible. And it's got to be, and this is something that even, Monty Williams even said last year with the officiating, man, it's just terrible the way that they officiate with the Pistons, man. It's just, and they still do it. So it's messed up. But to come out of that Western trip 2-2, I mean, that's still a good thing, man. But yeah, Portland ain't no slouches, man. They got talent over there. I like Kamara, Simons, and all them. So there's some guys out there that can play. But for them to handle their business and have the defensive intensity they did with Portland, it kind of took Portland off guard, and they didn't know what to do with that. So, but I knew they was gonna get back to the game. But at the same time, man, Pistons did what they did even throughout the comeback. So I'm very happy for the Pistons. They come back home. So let's see what they do there.
Steve, I'm gonna start with you. Just showing on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Who was your player of the game?
Oh man, it could be a lot of people, but I know the obvious choice would be Cade, but I'm gonna pick Jalen Duren. I'm gonna pick Jalen Duren. It's just you can see that Duren is now more focused. He ain't distracted with certain things and certain WNBA players. I'm not gonna say their name, but
wink.
yeah, the one that wants to get paid more.
Sit off Ice Age.
That's another topic. You say what now?
Sit off Ice Age.
Hey, listen. I didn't say that. You said that.
I did. Exactly. Right. I did.
But you're right.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Only
I gotta go with
the spine. Only YN.
I mean, you're right. Hey, listen. YNs, RNs, anybody can get it with her. Shoot. But yeah, man, I would say Duren. I'll say Duren, man. I think he's really coming to his own, man. Even through the whole Western trip, but definitely that Portland game, he dominated. He had a rookie on him, so he took advantage. So I'm gonna definitely say Jalen Duren.
Drew.
Since Steve took the guy I was gonna say, because I said in the beginning, I'm gonna go with the unsung
pick
hero.
somebody else.
Fool. I'm not gonna pick the obvious with K. I'm gonna go with Tobias. He had a good,
y'all
a good
could
game.
same dude. Tobias was a good show too.
Yeah.
I say it's Cade. I think it was he got us off to the start, and then he's the one that shut the door on them coming back. To be very honest with you, and then at the same time also, Cade's also the one that bailed us out down the stretch when some of our vets were making completely boneheaded plays. I actually want to touch base on that real quick. One of the things that I think we have to watch out for, and I'm pretty sure JB will address this. I personally have a short leash with vets. Some would say, well, shouldn't you have a short leash with rooks? Not necessarily, because see, ignorance is bliss, man. When you don't know how to play, but you're coachable, that's one thing. You're a guy that's been in the league 10 years like THJ. Some of the ridiculous things that he does, man, are unacceptable. Beasley needs to move the ball. I think Malik is the last few games. I was not impressed with Malik Beasley over this entire Western stretch. Just too much selfish ball, too much jacking up stupid stuff. For real. For instance, at the end of the Clippers game, man, the guy comes in off the pin down, tries to jack a shot. He's not even looking at the rim. I think he fell a little bit too much in love with it. And I don't like that. That's not acceptable to me out of veterans. And so, hopefully the conversation, JB kind of gets that back on track, because I think I've been seeing that pop up here and there the entire season. That, some of these vet role players do things that's not acceptable, man. So I think that needs to get cleaned up. But ultimately, I say it's Cade. He set the tone, and then that's the one that bailed us out down the stretch with some of the ridiculous turnovers, and then also just some of the bad shot selection that THJ and Beasley had over the last 5 minutes of that game. But Duren's a good shout, and I'm going to tell you why. Addressing some of the goofballs we say that is the Detroit sports fandom, brother, how many people talk about we should have traded Jalen Duren to get Donovan Cleveland?
Oh God.
Get him. Get him. Get
I
him.
just want you to know. It's another, if you said that,
Ed, what do you talk about? Do they go by names or networks or what do we do?
I mean, I ain't gonna name. We're in our infancy as a network ourselves, man. So I ain't gonna make no enemies. I'll extend olive branches, but you know who you are.
Man, I got that. We going all the smoke.
What was sports? I say it.
I mean, that's one of them.
Leave Flannel
That's
Sam alone, man.
one of them. Man, we ain't talking about Flannel Sam.
I'm with all the smoke. I say it.
Leave the heavyweights alone, man.
Who's the goofball that acts like Kate Cunningham stole his girl or something? The fake shock jock they got on there, the white guy. The J9 be slapping.
Oh yeah.
And then doubling down on that buffoonery, man. We trade Jalen Duren for Donovan.
Trade him for what's the guy name in Brooklyn? That stupid stuff.
Nick Claxton.
Come on, stop it.
Mm.
He got better offense than Duren. Cut it out.
Crazy, man. Some of the things we didn't heard from some of these guys is just nuts. But yeah, that's my player of the game, man. I said Cade. I said my honorable mention would be JD, just because I think and what I do like about JD's development, I think he was intentional about that game. That was a statement game. Some of these guys, if you notice, man, that people were comparing him to or saying get rid of him in favor of this guy, Jalen Duren is taking them behind the woodshed, and it's been intentional.
Yeah.
It's been intentional, and it goes to show
Absolutely.
you. Klingon can't guard me. I play better defense when I'm locked in. I'm a better defender than he is. That's just another big college center stiff. So, hey.
And all y'all fans wanted Klingon. Remember y'all said that in that draft. Y'all wanted him. Y'all wanted to get rid of Duren.
Yep.
Keep that same energy. Don't come to the Duren party now. Keep that same energy.
Exactly.
And another thing I want to bring up too, man. Mm-hmm. We got to talk about the importance of Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the importance of him is just, even for somebody like Cade, that Cade could just go to the two. Schroeder could just be like, hey, I control this. You get the ball. You ain't got to be the ball handler and everything. Yo, let me handle it. I got championship experience. I got experience. And then also, not only with Cade, but for him to go on the bench and cut at school Sasser too on what's going on as well. So I noticed that when I go to these games, man, he teaches a lot of stuff to Sasser on the bench as well. So his presence on this team is already just a good thing. So hey, Dennis Schroeder is a class act, man. We got to give him props as well.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah, I mentioned Dennis Schroeder from last week's show. You feel me? Right?
Yep,
he is
sure
a
did.
big part this he came to this.
Yep, had his real head and everything.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna let that go, is you, man?
You know what, man? You ain't right, man. He can't help his head size.
And fellas, I like this defense in that Clippers game down the stretch from James Harden too.
Yeah.
Even though they was calling some BS though, but he was playing good solid defense on them.
Yeah, but we should have sent 2 outs to James Harden, man. If we got the ball out of James Harden's hand, a lot of that wouldn't happen. Those role players around him weren't doing anything. So I think that's some of that is we'll get to the next subject, but I will address this point before we end tonight.
We hit it right now. Go ahead.
All right. Well, here's the thing. One of the things that I think JB's got to work on himself. We've lost right now 5 games this season because of JB's end of game management and his rotations, and it's only JB's fault. The bottom line is, look, a player is what they are. Yes, stepping up, we understand those aspects, but the bottom line is that's your job as a coach. You have the correct personnel and the correct guys. It's several games, man, especially the Clippers game included, that the right guys were not on the floor. Golden State, same thing. The right guys were not on the floor. And so, JB's got to clean that up. I don't know what goes through his mind with some of these rotations, but end of game management, I think that's his one weakness I've seen This is my only criticism of him, but it is something that does have to be addressed because in the playoffs that will be exploited.
True. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Disagree?
Yeah, I agree with that. We were talking about the other day because like that Golden State game, I don't know why he did not put Asar in on Steph because when he was checking Steph, he was struggling, and then
Big time.
in the fourth quarter he didn't even play him.
Nope.
Steve.
Steve.
Uh-oh. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, they're behind you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kind of Wi-Fi kind of messed me up. I couldn't even hear y'all for a little bit. You talk about JB and clock management and stuff.
Yeah.
Rotations.
Or rotation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, he does need to work on his rotation sometimes, man, in the game. But hey, that's gonna come game by game, though. So, I mean, he's just gonna stick. He's basically gonna stick with the whole plan of just if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's his plan.
That's the whole problem. It is, bro. We lost the Golden State game because he didn't have the right guys on the floor. We lost the Clippers game because he didn't have, and he wasn't. His scheme was not correct. He should have double teamed James Harden with Schroeder at the top. The role players could not beat us.
Take the ball out of his hands.
Take the ball out of his hands.
Yeah. Double.
So that was.
I mean, they didn't even have Kawhi. So.
Yeah, that's exactly. So who's going to beat us? Nobody. I mean, that's bad in the game management.
I agree. He definitely has to work on that with this team. But hopefully he'll fix that during the home stretch during this week. Because especially with that OKC game. So he really gonna have to be prepared for that game for sure.
It's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna really that's the game to me. That's gonna be the game to see where the Pistons really are. Is that OKC game?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna see how personal Cade takes that game.
Yeah, him versus Shea.
Yeah, because if I'm Cade, I'm coming for Shea's neck. If I'm him, I'm coming for Shea's neck.
Yeah.
Let's talk about where we at right now in the standings, man. Currently still got the 6th spot.
Comfortably too.
Comfortably in the 6th spot. You feel me? A half a game behind the Pistons for the 5th, and a full game behind the Bucks. Are we gonna get a home seed? I mean, a home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs? Start with you, Uncle Drew.
Yeah, I'm still going from being the 4th spot. Pacers play the Bulls tonight, so that should be, we see how that go. I think Halliburton's still out, so maybe we can gain a game in the next couple of games to take over the 5th spot.
No, I don't think so. And honestly, it's the thing. I don't see both the Pacers and Bucks faltering enough with the seasons that we have left for us to jump up like that. Personally, I see some slippage, but I don't see them faltering enough consistently. Not both of them to where we leapfrog both. That I don't see happening. But I also would say that I really like I said the last time, I like our 3-6 matchup with the Knicks. I do. I think we win that series in 6 games. I think at this point, those guys are breaking.
6.
I think 6, man. We can beat them at Madison Square Garden. Their best players are breaking down now. They're injured. You know what I'm saying? Cat is injured. Brunson's out for 3 weeks. That's so.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
These
guys are breaking down at the wrong time. Then they would just be coming back for the playoffs. Been out for almost a month of ball. I'm not buying it. I think they're frauds. I think we can beat them. I don't. And then to be very real with you, yes, we understand that there's a big difference between regular season ball and playoff ball, but
Yep.
there's constants there that cannot be ignored. The biggest one is the Knicks can't guard Cade at all.
No, you've seen that in the match. You've seen that in the matchups of that this year in the regular season this year.
Exactly. They can't guard Cade at all. And the thing is, it must be said, between the two teams, the best player between those two teams is Cade Cunningham. Obviously, I'll try to reserve for Cat, but no. It's Cade. And the Knicks knows Cade. If you can't stop a player when you have Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby as perimeter defenders, he can't be stopped. And it's just that simple. So
Let's be real. Let's be real too. Not to cut you off, but let's be real. Pistons bench is way better than the Knicks bench too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what the thing is, though, Dave? The Pistons bench is better than the Knicks bench because the Knicks bench doesn't actually play.
Right.
These are like facts. I won't argue.
They never actually play.
Even if they did play, look at the caliber guys on that bench. The only guy that I can name off that bench is probably Juice McBride. That's it. That's the only guy I think that comes off that bench.
He's solid. He's solid.
They got old Shamit.
Oh man, when I was watching a game. I was watching the Knicks game the other day, right? And I heard his name. I wasn't looking. I turned around. And I was like, "Is that the same Landry Shamit, bro?" Like, God damn, he's still around, man.
They be getting smashed by the good teams. They don't even be close. They be getting blew out.
Yeah. I don't think
that is the thing about the Knicks is they are bad against the top 3-4 teams.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Yeah. I like our 3-6 matchup against them, and I think we dispose of them in 6 games. And to be very honest with you, depending on their health, could be 5. To be very real, could be 5.
You keep saying health. You know what? Another aspect of that, Cat can't stay out of foul trouble.
That's true. Because he can't defend.
Every game he's in foul trouble.
well, here's the thing. People don't realize Chris Finch to me should have been coach of the year last year. The way he hit Cat and had people convinced that Cat was a good defender. Cat is garbage.
No, yeah. He did hide him. That was a superb coach.
Excellent job hiding him.
Yeah.
So now that he's the primary center and the primary rim protector, you're seeing can't defend.
Nope.
I will say they did get oh my God, what the fuck is his name back?
Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
He looks bad though, man.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been out half the year and he's only played 3 games since. Give him time.
I think
he's gonna come out and be a fucking world beater or nothing, but I'm saying like he'll look better down the road than he does now.
I think the time Mitch needs is next season. That's coming off a lot to ask this guy to produce at a high level with literally a month and a half of ball left, and then he's still on a minutes restriction. I think that's next season. All lower body injuries too.
Yeah, that's dangerous for a big man.
Yeah, I think that's a lot to ask of him.
Yeah.
He looks like he needs to slim down too. He looks like he definitely picked up weight while he was out.
Yeah, for that to work, he has to start with Cat. Cat can't be your 5. He has to be the 4 for him to be on good.
That's true.
So, but who you gonna take out? Bridges, OG. So they got a problem over there.
The only one you can sit is Hart.
Yeah, you ain't sitting.
And he a toughest defender for real. He does everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Defender for real.
He's their best rebounder too.
Exactly.
It's true, and it's a shame
and
because you got size.
And out of all of them, his heart breaks down the most because he plays the most minutes. So he's playing offense and defense.
And he does the most.
And his body breaks down.
Yeah.
That's why to me, in my opinion, man, that's why I think they're gonna plumble. The Knicks is gonna plumble. So I think
go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I think we're getting ready to say the same thing, man. Because we're getting ready to say something about those minutes. Because the way Thibodeau coaches, man, his starters play an average of like 38 to 39 minutes a night.
Here's why I think the Knicks stay where they're at. Because think about this: the 2 teams behind the Knicks, they're also in bad health, man. And so right now we're 5 solid games out from the Knicks. We need them to go on a 6-game losing. I'm just doing the math. We need them to go on a 6-game losing streak, and we have to win 6 straight in order to jump them. That's possible, but is it probable? No. Same thing with the Bucks. The Bucks are not going to leapfrog them because Giannis is out.
When did Giannis go out? Because he just played last night.
He played last night. He's good.
No, they say he's out. They say about he's on some kind of. He's not playing back-to-backs now.
Yeah, that's that bull crap. That's that rest stuff.
That's that garbage.
Yeah, he
No,
ain't hurt.
That's that injury management they call it.
That's garbage. That's what that's called. Play.
Yeah.
You either healthy or let the
Or I
players
don't even
play.
call
Make
it
40
injury
to 50 million
management.
dollars a year, bro. Go and fucking play.
That's how I feel about it.
Right.
But I don't think that's necessarily even on Giannis. I think that's on ownership. Some of these owners need to be called out for this foolishness too.
Yeah.
I agree. They trying to protect their investments. That's what it is.
Well, I mean, you got to contribute to the league. It's something that they need to do. Got to contribute.
But let's be real.
I
If
agree.
anybody on that Bucks team deserves a little bit of rest, it's fucking Giannis. Like, he does everything for that team.
That's what he gets paid for.
Yeah.
None of these players deserve extended rest, man. That's what they get paid for, to play. We
See-
can't. But I'm tired right now, man. I got a business to run. I got a ministry to run. I have extracurriculars to get done. But I'm tired right now and got to get up and punch the clock, take care of my. Well, I'm on salary, but still, you get what I'm saying. Nobody
Right.
here has the luxury,
Right.
man. You got to take care of business, bro. These guys get
And
too
and
much money to talk about time off. You get $51 million a year. I ain't trying. Come on.
Hey, he's using his PTO. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, man.
He's using his PTO. That's
Right.
all he doing.
I
If
mean, I ain't gonna,
PTO is that 3 months he get paid to not play
but
basketball
I'm
called
like,
the off
damn, man,
season.
I'm a PTO he needs. He ain't been out with a lot of this games already.
Hey,
I'll tell you this: my job prorated me 14 days from the jump. So I mean, if I want to take 2 weeks off right now, I'd take 2 weeks off.
You a city worker in the state of Georgia? They need y'all.
I'm not a city worker. I'm not a city worker. Oh.
Where you at right now?
I'm at a water restoration group. Like if you
Bro,
have
that's the
flood in
city,
your,
basically, man. Of the state. They need y'all.
I have no ties. I have no ties to the city or the state. We're our
Guess
own
what?
thing.
The water needs Day.
No, I'm not. No. You're misunderstanding what I do. I'm not a what. If you have a flood in your home, I go
Yeah,
inside and I fix your home. I have
right,
nothing to do with the water that comes out of your
right.
Oh
system.
yeah.
I don't give a
And
damn
so
about
now,
that.
how many bodies are there to how many of you guys taking those jobs there?
No, because I'm the only one right now.
You know what I'm
The only
saying?
one.
Do what they gonna throw in, some little perks and stuff like that. But that's the bottom line is you still go to work as often as you need to go to work, man. Giannis don't need no days off. The rest of these guys, this is what I'm saying, man. And this is to me not to deviate too much, but this is why I don't get into the GOAT debate with any of these guys in this era because it's too much not
I'm
playing.
not getting into that.
This one, it's too
I'm
much
glad you don't
not
want to get
playing.
into that.
Too much guys aren't healthy. It's too many championships won because dudes aren't healthy. Like, I'll be real. Let's be real. Giannis would not have a title if anybody was healthy.
Giannis wouldn't have a title if Trae Young didn't step on the fucking referee's ankle in Game 4, Game
I
3,
agree with
whatever
that.
that was.
He would not have a
Because they
chip.
were on their way to beating him.
He would not have a
Let's be
chip.
real.
And it's funny, as much money, as much as ESPN and the blokes over there that don't want to admit how good Jokic is. Jokic, over the last 5 years, has the most legit title. Everybody he played was healthy.
Yep.
Every team was healthy. That's the only player who's been an MVP candidate who's got an NBA championship in the last 5 years. Who every team they played was 100% healthy. That's the
It
most
gets
legit
better
chip. They don't
every year.
Yeah, they don't want to admit it because he's a European white boy. It is what it is, man. That Serbia out there busting your behind and playing 77 games a season. Let's cut it out.
Gonna ask that. I was literally just gonna ask that. I said I don't ever think, or not Giannis, but Jokic takes like rest days.
He
He may
don't.
take one. He may take one like
Yeah, because they actually
once
try.
every like I don't know. We'll say like 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, they
You know
force
what I'm
him to
saying?
take it off day. He don't just do it because he
Yeah.
plays like when you watch the Denver games. Mostly he always in the line all the time, every time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it plays minutes, man. Plays big minutes too.
Yeah, so it'd be like it's basically a coach's DNB type of thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach's decision type. Yeah.
Because if we want to be real, and
Yeah.
I know we don't think any of these guys deserve to take time off, that's another motherfucker who really like when he takes time off, it's like you don't really bat an eye at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, we get they're paid big bucks to play the game, which I
Yeah,
totally agree. Get your ass out there, play all 82 games. But what
Exactly.
Jokic does for the
Exactly.
Nuggets, bro, he plays all 5 positions with the other 4
Yeah.
dudes on the court. You know what I'm saying? So when he takes a night off, you're like, okay, your ass should be out there, but at the same time, I kind of get why your fat ass is sitting. Like I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Shea
Yeah.
Shea another player that don't take games off. He's out there too.
No, they don't need to be taking. I'm like this, man. I don't support any of these guys taking games off. They get paid big money. That's what they get paid for is to play. That they don't need no extra smoke. They don't need no extra any of that stuff. They get paid to play.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's talk about the Pistons' next 3 games.
Win, and we'll see.
Hey, you could put OKC in
They
there.
lose
They ought to beat the Wizards as long as they don't do what a lot of teams do when they play the Wizards, play down to their competition.
Yeah,
They just
absolutely.
play what they play. They ought to fucking run the Wizards
Bludgeon them.
out of the gym. Now that
Awesome.
second game may be a little tougher than that first game. That first game might be like that. Remember when we played the Bulls back to back?
Mm.
You know, that first game we fucked them up. We beat them by like 50.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah.
The second game we beat them by. I think we still beat them by double digits,
They
but it was
20.
a little bit more
we did.
competitive. I think that's what those Wizards games may end up
You see,
being.
man, look, that's comparing somebody getting smoked to smashed. See,
Hey, ain't no wrong with getting smoked.
Man, it's like again, the Wizards can take it on their face or they can take it on their back, but either way, they're taking it.
Hey, you know it's gonna be a pool party.
Hey, I personally like leaving it out.
You're gonna be on a boat like Odell Beckham. Let me stop.
So I agree. It depends on which one you think is worse. Is it worse to get smoked or is it worse to get smashed?
Well, see, I like smoking, so I think it's worse to get, and I like smashing too.
So all right, so we agree that tomorrow night they get smoked. Tomorrow night they get smoked. And Thursday night they get smashed.
Smash is worse.
Smash is worse. Okay,
Yeah.
So we're in agreement that tomorrow they get smashed. And Thursday night they get smoked. That's what's gonna happen here.
The best thing about the next 3 games.
Who's guarding Durham?
West Coast. They're not on the West Coast.
Right.
I missed probably 3 of those games.
That might be a 2020 game.
You know who might guard Durham? It's either gonna be Sar or they gonna have what's that rookie? Like Keyshawn George.
He's a 3.
I thought, that's Keontae. I was gonna say I thought he was on the Jazz, but that's Keontae.
Oh, bro, no, Sar's just another dead boy.
Yeah, George too small. He can't be doing that. George probably he's too little.
Yeah, nah, bro. They Darren gonna hurt that kid, man.
Yeah, they worse in points and rebounds giving up to big.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I like Sar's potential. Don't get me wrong. I like Sar's potential.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took him number 1, but I do like his potential. I would have done exactly what the Hawks did and took Ricochet.
That young man is nice. He can really play. He can really play.
Yeah, he can.
He's got a lot of developing to do. Not to get way off topic, but he's a good player.
Very good player. Very good. I see it with him. He's definitely good, man.
Me too.
I mean, they got some good pieces with the Wizards. I mean, Bub Carrington. They got some good pieces there. They just got to develop. So that's the thing.
Who's guarding
that game? Nobody.
Smart's not playing.
Shit.
Middleton barely has.
They probably gonna have Bub Carrington check him.
Man, that's a side.
I know,
right there. Damn.
Welcome to the NBA, young man.
Exactly.
Know what? They're gonna have
Jordan Poole check him.
No, they're gonna have what's his name? Kabali, what his name is?
Koulibaly.
Yeah, he was checking.
Koulibaly.
Yeah, he's a defender. He has to be a good player too.
I like Koulibaly. He's good. That kid's got some star potential.
Wasn't he teammates with Wemby? Wasn't that the Wemby's teamate?
Yep.
So what's up?
Wemby, Batum, Evan Fournier, all them.
So I was on the team. All those Frenchmen. All those are Frenchmen.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like on the team that he played for before he got drafted. I'm not talking like the national team. I'm talking like.
No, yes, you're right.
Over there in France.
Le Mans. They both play for Le Mans.
League team, yeah.
They both play for Le Mans.
That sounds about right.
I'm betting that game.
Go ahead.
Hey, Drew.
We know you betting that game,
We know.
Mr.
Easiest check you ever
Parlay.
made. That's bad.
All right, let's get to the dunk of the week, man. Dunk of the week brought to you by.
Which one?
We didn't even talk about the Thunder game. We just talked about the two Wizards smoked and smash games.
I mean, we'll see about the Thunder, I guess. I mean,
No, we can talk about it. Go ahead, Dede.
go ahead, Dave. Lead us off.
Lead us off, Dede.
About the Thunder game?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Grayson, shut the door. Give me a minute. I'll be out there in a minute. All right.
He doesn't want anybody to see his new living room.
Let me tell you, that game's got a chance to go two ways, man. Either the Thunder are gonna fuck the Pistons up, or it's gonna be a battle all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever's guarding Shea is gonna be in foul trouble off the rip. Shea's one of the best players in the league, but I can't stand the way he plays. I hate that. I think it's a cheap way of playing the game of basketball.
Yeah.
Reminds me of how Harden plays. Harden plays the same exact fucking way. I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just I know this is a Pistons show, but man, I'm gonna give the Thunder their flowers, man. I think they're the best team in the league. I think they're the deepest team in the league. I think they play the best defense in the league, even on the perimeter. I think that's gonna be a tough game. I would not be surprised if it gets ugly, and it gets ugly quick. I wouldn't be surprised. But on the other hand, if the Pistons can come out shooting to keep up with these guys, yeah. It really depends. Honestly, to me, it depends on if Chet plays. If Chet don't play, it'll be a good game. If Chet plays, it's gonna be a different story. That's enough of my TED talk. Damn, mic drop.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll see. As I said earlier in the segment, I want to see how personal Cade takes this game. That's what I want to see. This is the game. If I'm Cade, I'm going after the neck, making a statement. I'm coming for Shea, and it is what it is. So, but I do think Dede makes very good points in the sense that the Thunder are an extremely formidable team. They're one of the top teams in the league. So I think it's naive to think we just come out and steamroll them. If we do, that's one heck of a statement. But we have to be ready to play that game. I have to have all men on deck, everybody locked in. If we come in lax in any capacity, we get ran out of our own gym. But if we come in ready to play, we can't beat them. We can't beat them. To be very honest with you, if we come in, play like the way we can, man, we can do them just like we did Boston. Because one thing I do believe we do definitely have a physicality edge on them, which is, I think, this is for me, this is why I think the Thunder are not serious contenders to win a chip. I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think they're serious. There's a couple teams I don't believe in. The Rockets, don't believe in them. The youth will ultimately betray them. And the Thunder, I don't think the Thunder are physical enough. They have the same problem that they had last year. They're not physical enough. And then when they get to the playoffs, they end up getting exploited when the defense ratchets up. And I don't think they're tough enough physically yet. I think they're a year away.
I agree. Uncle Drew, your thoughts?
Yes, I think the problem with OKC playing us is it's going to be OKC bench. They got a hell of a bench.
Excellent bench.
And also, I don't agree with because Shea does not play like James Harden. He has counter moves. James Harden just do a little BS move. You put his hand and you foul. So I watch Shea. I don't
dribble.
And then the whole thing everybody missing, Jalen Williams has improved since last year.
Yes.
So I watch that. And I think Hartenstein is the physical guy they actually going to help him actually on the playoffs. He might not be in the stat sheet, but on the playoffs, I think he's going to be the missing link they need.
Yeah, I still question the physicality because often when you go, see, this is the thing: the Thunder are deep behind their guards and their perimeter players. They're not deep behind their big men. And so if Jalen Williams has to play too many minutes, that's not a good thing, man. They really should have got a guy that can really come in and play physical off the bench, because that's what I'm talking about. If we think about this, man. If we look at every team we say is a contender, right? They're still physical off the bench behind their starting bigs. They're still physical. And even that, and then Cleveland has a dynamic to where, honestly, you have essentially 2 starting centers at your 4 and your 5. So they this is what I mean with that, man. Like, and you have 2 elite starting centers at your 4 and your 5 that can actually play off each other. So with Boston, you're coming off the bench with length, with physicality, etc. Cleveland, same thing. It's hard to match up against that. With them, Jalen Williams, man, like, come on, bro. Like, that's literally it. You don't really have a respectable big man. Let's be real. Who's your backup 4?
Kenrich Williams.
It's a 6'6" guard. That's just a glorified. Kenrich Williams is not a real big man, and that's the problem right there. They eventually have to go into there, and I think that right there, once playoff ball starts and that rotation naturally shortens, I don't know if they're physical enough.
See, Ed, what
I don't know.
what they
Man.
doing
They play
though
small
is,
ball. You can win in small ball.
but see what they doing is they let Hartenstein come out around like the 5-4 minute mark, then they roll with shit, and then they just reverse that. Quarter by quarter. That's how they trying to. They do need one more big guy because that's a problem in the playoffs. But they trying to kind of like when Portland had CJ and Dane, how they had one guy play a certain amount of minutes, and the other guy come in, and just vice versa to the fourth quarter come. And they play together.
And I honestly think even if Chet plays, Chet's I think a year or 2 away, man. He's got to get stronger.
Yeah, I mean, he's good, but to me, it's over. I always say he's overrated to me because I'm not really a Chet fan.
He's overhyped. I won't say he's overrated. I think he's overhyped. I'm not the biggest Chet guy either. I wasn't when he was getting drafted either. He's too fucking small.
He's talented, but once again, he's got to work on his body, man. And I think as long as the kid looks like that, he's way too small.
He's too small.
Like even Wemby is beefed up. TK.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Wemby still looks small, but he looks a lot bigger than he did when he first came in.
Yeah.
Chet don't look no bigger than he did his rookie year.
No.
Steve, let me get your thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's going to be a test to see what this team is about when they go against the Thunder. I mean, K got to take it personal against Shea, but another matchup I'm willing to see is Jalen Williams against Asar. How Asar guards Jalen Williams. So that's I'm looking forward to that, and just everybody else. Like I'm with Drew. They do need to be Oklahoma City do need a center because you got all these small guys. The other Jalen Williams, and then you got Kendrick Williams, and all the Isaiah Joes and Aaron Wiggins and all them. So yeah, they definitely gonna need another big man when Chet has got injury problems, and you got a team, and that's what haunted them last year with against Dallas. They couldn't guard those 2 big guys, Lively and Gafford. So
yeah, but those 2 big guys are sitting at home now.
They are.
There's really no outside of Jokic. There's really no big man you got to worry about in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Zubac.
You know what I mean?
Zubac.
Zubac. I mean,
really?
Şengün.
Şengün. Man, I'm not a believer in Şengün. Like I think Şengün is just like.
Şengün's
Şengün's a great value.
Oh no, he cold.
He ain't nobody young Jokic.
He a great value version of Jokic. He can't even sniff Jokic's jockstrap. Let's be real.
I didn't say he a great value.
He's a great value Jokic, bro.
No, hey, you say he a value world version of Jokic?
No, he's not Jokic. He's
value
Sabonis.
city type. He's a value city.
Well, no, I'll be very honest with you. I think the youth of Houston in general is what will hold them back. But if you're asking whose big rotation is better, Houston's big rotation is better than OKC's, man. It is. You're coming off the bench with Steven Adams. You're coming off the bench with Steven Adams. You're coming off the bench. You even got Jeff Green who's going to be able to play playoff minutes for you. Like their depth, their big depth is at much higher quality than OKC's. Much higher quality.
Hey, don't say that to Dylan Brooks because they think they gonna steamroll through that Western Conference.
Man, Dylan Brooks.
He's
done really good for Houston, but fuck him. I hate him. I don't like him either, bro. He a punk, bro.
You all right, Diddy?
No, I'm good, man. But Dylan Brooks is probably like Dylan Brooks is like up there with like players I really cannot stand, bro. He's a punk, bro.
He up there with
I wish I like. I just wish like somebody would just take a chance and just pop him, bro. Take a 30-game suspension, just pop this dude, bro.
Hey, some people feel that way about Draymond Green.
I'd pop him too if I was an NBA player.
I see Draymond get punked a couple times, man. None of these dudes are really tough guys in the league anymore, man.
There's a few.
LeBron.
Nah, LeBron.
Cut that out.
You know, James Johnson that plays for the Pacers, bro. He'll knock you out, not even think.
I mean, he's an actual MMA fighter. That's great, man.
Yeah.
But that's another guy. He's got MMA training, but no record that's verifiable. So that's.
Hey, probably a lot more than half the guys in the league, though.
No, I would agree with that. But, I mean, he ain't about to do nothing else, man. This is his last year in the league.
Maybe.
All right.
Probably back to one.
Yeah,
now we can do the dunking tonight. Is that okay, Day?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, now that we talked about everything was on the topic.
Dunk of the week.
Cade against Kamara. Cade loves it. JD jams it.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
That wasn't even the best.
I think the one when Duran took off from the free throw line is better than that.
I know one that's better than both of those.
I do too. Kamara dunking on Stewart.
Yeah, that's what I
You ain't gonna put us. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was bad right there.
I really like you want the fire on him too because of it.
Yeah.
Hey, who's this guy? See that face he made after?
How dare you embarrass me?
Exactly.
On national TV.
Look, you know what Chuck says, man. You say, man, look, you gotta after something like that, you gotta do something to let that guy know that you're still there. The dirty play has to come after that.
Right.
You gotta push him or some shit. Do something, bro.
Hey,
Get your man card back.
Hey, that's one of them dunks. That's one of them dunks that take you back to be like, something happened to you, and then people be like, "You gonna let him do that to you like that?"
Exactly. No, but real talk, man. I think that, to be real with you, I think the best dunk we've seen on that Western Conference stretch was that behind the back to Duran, man, and Duran sat up there and literally beheaded everybody on the Jazz. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm glad those dudes are back in the game now, bro.
I've never seen somebody get dunked on and they walked a different way. Like that
was on Walker Kessler, wasn't it?
Clean walk that dunk.
What's going on with your mic, man?
Yeah. I couldn't hear nothing like he was underwater.
Sound like Darth Vader. He doing this shit across dark side. Steve, oh, we done lost Steve.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Now you are.
Now you are, but he was gone, man. He was gone.
I was here.
We couldn't understand.
I was saying I never seen somebody that got dunked on walk differently after they got dunked on like Klingon did. The Klingon walked a different kind of way.
That was bad. Yeah, that is true. He left it on his head, man. Duran dunked on Klingon a couple times, man. And remember, Klingon was supposed to be the super elite defender. There's going to be a day. Remember what they were saying, man. Klingon was going to be a day one defensive player of the year candidate. See, that's just another step.
Yeah. It was a lot of people that they were talking about with the drafted. Klingon, Zach Edey, a couple other guys too. So
remember you could get any lob threat with Cade and shut up, man. Shut up, man. It's losing IQ points listening to some of these people, man.
Hey, man, I made the call on the Duran thing, man. I made the call.
Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we get out of here, we gotta say happy birthday to Coach.
Wow.
It's his birthday today. Feel me? Make sure you do your research. How you feel about him, Ed? Since he got here, he made changed his whole organization.
Yeah.
Everything around. So
Yeah. Coach of the year. A coach of the year, and that has nothing to do with him coaching my team. I think the bottom line is look at his body of work this year. Who's got a better body of work, and let's also put context into play. Kenny Atkinson had a ready-made team. JJ Redick, you're coming in there with LeBron and AD, and to be very honest with you guys, are 2 games. You guys are what? They have the same record. Yeah, no, hold on, let me see here. Let me look this up, make sure. They're 2 games better than they were last year at this time under Darvin Ham. Like, come on, man. Like, you have all these guys coming in with these tier 1 superstars and all this other stuff, and I should expect that you win. So if you look at JB's body of work, I don't know who has a better claim to be coach of the year than he does. When you take a team and you don't add superstar talent, you add, decent guys, solid vets, and let's be real. Before this season that Beasley's having, people would say that's an okay signing. It's a decent signing. Nobody would say that that's an amazing signing. That's even a really good signing. That's coaching, man. That's coaching. Obviously, yes, it's the Cade breakthrough. We get that. But part of that is also the way you get a coach that knows how to put him in the right position to succeed. You get a coach that understands how to put an actual lineup around him that's functional. Instead of trying to start guys that are no longer in the NBA, like Killian Hayes next to him at the 2. Things like that. So, hey, man. I think JB is definitely coach of the year, and hope the gentleman has a happy birthday today.
Leave Killian alone, man. Leave Killian alone.
Bummy and Hayes.
Leave Killian alone.
Hombre es basura.
That brother.
Come on, man.
Your thoughts on him? Happy birthday and him being coach of the year.
Yeah, love it. Happy birthday to him, man. Definitely a candidate for coach of the year, man. If it's not him, I mean, who else? Are you gonna give it to Ume Doko with Houston? Or I don't know. But he's a leading candidate to me. Good coach. The whole culture has changed. The people he brought on has made a difference. Brought in a shooting coach that's made these guys shoot better, and Fred Vincent. So, man, it's night and day from what we dealt with last year from this year. I mean, and he wants to coach this team. He wants to coach.
Yeah, that's the thing. He actually wants to coach his team.
Yeah, he's not just worried about the money. He wants to coach this team. So I'm all for it, man, and expects the best for his players. And just we just lucky to have him as a coach. So, and a wonderful human being as well. So, lucky to have him.
True.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. So yeah, of course he's the coach of the year. I don't even see, but I know it's gonna probably be some Detroit bias. They probably gonna get to the guy in Cleveland, but you know how that go. So I like that, and happy birthday to him. And also I want to say this: he actually brought in an all-star coaching staff too that nobody talks about.
Absolutely.
So that's my take on that.
Jared looks like Jared Jag. Isn't Luke Walton on the staff?
Luke Walton's done a heck of a job as an assistant this year, I must say.
Yeah, he's not a good head coach. He's a superb assistant coach. He always was a good assistant coach.
I think, you know what? I think next time Luke is up for a head coaching job, I think he actually may do a good job this time around. I think sometimes it takes a couple times around the block, get your feet wet, apprentice under the right guys, see systems, understand, gameplay to really shape you as a coach. Just like JB Bickerstaff himself was a great assistant before he was a good head coach. You got to get the experience, man.
Yeah. Like you said with JB, he had his first couple of stops before Cleveland wasn't good either. So sometimes you just gotta learn the game. Your feet get wet,
Day.
He wasn't even like the first guy most Pistons fans wanted either as their coach. You know what I mean? But man, the way he turned it around, man, I seen it after like 3-4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
If y'all tune into the D313 XP, y'all can see Ed was a JB brother from the very, very beginning.
I knew he was good in
Real
Cleveland.
talk.
Like I knew he was good in Cleveland. He was halfway decent in Cleveland, and then they signed him. I was like, okay, I can see this. This will work.
Yeah, he shouldn't have lost his job in Cleveland, man. He had,
Yeah.
you know, I think if you look at our offense, man, we moved the ball. Even it's funny is K, even with K being a ball dominant player, and he should be, we still move that rock, man. Cleveland has a lot of ISO ball this year, and I think that's part of the reason why they wanted him gone, because I think that Garland and D Mitch did not want to share the ball as much as the JB's philosophy entailed, man. To be very honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, before we head out of here, we'll let everybody know where they can find you at.
Shit, Risha
Starting
Shea got
with-
20 points tonight, Ed. They just popped him up. He got 20
He's
points.
good, man. He's good. It's good. I'm with you. That kid is good.
You said who?
Dyson Daniels has 15 points and like 6 steals, I think it said.
Let me ask y'all this before we get out of here. What do y'all think about the Hawks potentially moving on from Trey and then building around Daniels, Risha Shea, and what you call
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. What do you think about that?
I think it would be good for Trey. I think Trey needs a fresh start somewhere. He needs to
I
be able
do.
to
I
get
agree.
up.
I think he's actually holding that team back now.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. Jalen Johnson's the best player on that team for real.
Yeah. Then Trey's just become inefficient.
I mean, you can't hold somebody back who got a lot of leading the league in assists too, man. So
sure you can.
Obviously, he's not
Russell
holding back
Westbrook managed to
too
do it often.
But the bottom, I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
The bottom.
Russell Westbrook did it often.
Yeah, the bottom's the move though.
Yeah, getting assisted don't matter. And brother, look, I'll show. I'll bring it in here in the. I'll have it for footage. I'll give it to Neil and have him bring it up. There's 20, 30 minutes worth of footage of Westbrook, man, passing up game-winning shots, making the right play just to try to get a 10th assist to get a triple-double. James Harden doing the same crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that were holding teams back, man, because they were stat padding. It wasn't about the W. It wasn't about you rather finish the game with 30, 10, and 10 in the L than just finish the game with 32, 10, and 9 for the W.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that going on, man. Trae Young does the same thing. Can't defend. Can't defend. Just jacks up shots. Inefficient is all get up. Trae Young is shooting 31% from it's nuts, man. I think, to be very honest with you,
he'd be taking some dumb shots too.
Goofy stuff. I think they have an identity with the young man you talk about with Risha Shea, Jalen Johnson, and Dyson Daniels.
Yeah.
And Dyson Daniels can also facilitate. He's really a point guard. He's just playing off the ball.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
So I think they'd be better off just trying to build up, a defensive, stat stuff and cut a PG like Dyson Daniels, man. Get a 2 guard that can shoot next to him. And, have Risha Shea and Jalen Johnson on the wings and rebuild around that. And have an actual defensive identity.
I also think
they got to get a 2 guard though. They got to get a 2
Carly
guard.
Buffkin, when he come off his injury, he's gonna be all right.
Man, he ain't been nothing but injured since he got here. Both years.
You guys got 2 picks, man. You guys got 2 picks.
He gonna get injured fucking putting his shoes on, bro.
He might. You guys have 2 picks. You can address that right there, man. Real talk.
No,
it's a good draft to get a nice 2 guard to go with that court.
Kobe Buffkin. The best thing he's got going for him is his first name, bro. Get out of here. Waste of a pick.
Hey, and the G League.
He ain't even in the G League, bro. He on IR with a shoulder injury.
Right.
Year, bro. He can't do nothing. Same shit last year.
Yep.
All right. That's it.
I respect you, Drew. But,
Steve, man, let them know about your podcast and where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, man. So New Breed 313 Sports, man. You can reach me under this name on all platforms, and also my other name 313 the New Breed Real Talk. Also, and then you get part of the D313 XP on all platforms and everything too. Y'all can look at me on that for sure.
Day.
You can find me right here, man. I'm right here.
I knew he was gonna say it, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Simple and plain. We like it.
Right here, man.
True.
At the
Yeah, you
crib.
can find me on Facebook, Andrew Love, and also you can find me on YouTube with his Drew Dollar Sports Channel.
Right here, smoking trees and dropping knowledge.
And on the basketball court, crossing people.
Maybe 10
yeah,
years
man.
ago.
Yeah, but you can find me
I'm
in the
giving you, hey, I'm letting you know now. Hey, no, I'm letting you know right now. Next
What
week,
up?
you're taking over.
Oh, I'm taking over.
Yep, throwing you the ball.
Oh, you throwing me the ball?
Dunk it or lay it up. So you,
Hey, man. He said that like Kawhi with Pat Bev, didn't he, Drew? Throwing me the ball. Yeah, I told you. What you tell me, Neil? See, you gotta start doing those fingertip push-ups, strengthening the ball.
Why is he playing? I don't know.
Why is he in the game? He can't guard. Why is he in the game? But yeah, man, I guess y'all can catch me here now on Mondays. And then you guys can catch me the D313XP live, man. We go live almost every day. Y'all tune into that.
Yes, sir.
I'm just the producer. No. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man.
I don't understand.
I don't either, Siri. I don't either.
Wow.
Oh, I thought that was the GPS.
No, that's Siri. With that said, man, I appreciate everybody watching, man. Sorry for the people that's on X, man. You kind of messed up when he was trying to let me set it up for you all, so I don't know. I just shared it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the ones with my X-Men, too.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure y'all catch us here every Monday. Appreciate y'all coming here, man. With that said, we out.
Peace.
Coming to eat.